Someone who probably would not respect Brockhampton's wishes to be called whatever they want, Joss Whedon, who's come under
Jesus.
fire as that was even as I was saying, I was like, this is ruthless. Joss Whedon coming under fire a lot recently. A lot of allegations of abuse on set, whether it's Ray Fisher, on the set of Justice League, or former actresses from his Buffy the Vampire Slayer days,
Yep,
saying
and
that
Angel as well.
that there was a rule that Joss wasn't allowed to be in the room with them alone because of his conduct on set towards
Yeah,
them.
that
This
was
was
that
a
was a
teenager,
younger actor at the time.
teenager.
Not good, not good.
Yeah, no. So, and I think also the Snyder Cut recently coming out has really brought some of his directing choices coming under fire a bit.
Hmm.
So then the Nevers is coming out. His newest TV creation returned to TV for the first time. I guess if you count Agents of Shield, the pilot for that,
Yeah,
I guess
I wouldn't
2013.
count that really.
No.
It's been a while.
Yeah. So like what, since Angel probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
late
And
2000s, really.
yeah, Firefly, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, all that. Should be a happy homecoming for Joss, but is the Nevers that, Dave?
No, it's kind of a double whammy, right? Because you have everything going on with Joss Whedon, who notably left the project after production last fall. So really, before more allegations had come out, he had already left the project. But now he seems quite disgraced, and it's now being run by
Philippa Gossett.
Philippa Gossett, right? And I think Joss directed 3 of the 6 first batch of episodes we're gonna get. Obviously, we're original showrunner, creator, one of the EPs, but he's not since left the project. But it's kind of that double whammy, right? He's left the project, he is disgraced due to his own making, and also the show has some flaws. So it's like it's tough. I feel like it's tough to invest in from all these meta reasons. But at the same time, it's like you have all these other people involved. And again, it's under a new showrunner. It's like, do you punish everything about it because of Joss Whedon? I don't know. Personally, for me though, the art is the art. The plot of this pilot, not the plot, but the pilot itself felt awfully messy to me. And I had a hard time investing in it. And at the same time, seeing a lot of things that are hallmarks of Joss Whedon's television career: strong female characters, feminist ideals. A lot of that rings really hollow now because that is not how Joss Whedon actually was in real life. He was championed for bringing a lot of that to mainstream broadcast television and network TV at the time, right? And yet that's not actually who he was. And now you're seeing a lot of those beats that you might recognize from Joss Inc. in the past. But does it feel authentic this time around? I don't know. Because again, like, you also have all these performers that you're seeing for the first time in these roles. And it's like, it's not everything is Joss Whedon. But yeah, to me, I had a hard time with the breadth of characters in the pilot. It feels like there's a lot of room for subplots and side stories that might feel superfluous if not executed on well. And like, you can just kind of see the spinning of wheels before they actually get spun after one episode. I don't think that's a good sign.
Yeah, well, I think and even putting the off-camera stuff aside, where I first kind of felt like I wasn't totally interested or on board was this is what X-Men or Umbrella Academy or any of these things where it's like these people are different, have these powers, and they live at one complex together. Whatever you want to call that complex. Okay.
You recognize these beats.
Yes, exactly. So it's not like a super unknown plot or premise. You then take in all of the different subplots you mentioned, the political subplots, the crooked cop subplot, the medical, crazy doctor, evil doctor subplot. And then Joss Whedon's like, bitches, I'm on HBO now. Here's some titties for you. And look at how all these rich people want to have sex with these people with powers. And it's like, what? Like we
Uh,
what? Like why you're really just like flexing here, Joss, but like also like with everything you got going on, really maybe could have just cut that part out of the show. I mean, I don't know how much it comes into the plot at the end, but geez, just seemed like unnecessary. And then you kind of get to like the rest of the show, and it's like some of the powers don't totally make sense. Like the main character can see the future, but that somehow also makes her a great fighter. I don't understand the other main character's power, how she can see electricity and therefore can like just create stuff.
he's a
Like,
genius.
yes, yeah.
Sure.
And then like the serial killer like villain seems to be a devil now. I
No,
guess. And within all of this, like the action scenes were kind of cool. I just didn't find myself totally captivated by it, and I was like,
no,
that's not a good sign for the first episode. If this is where you're leaving
no. This kind of gives me vibes of his Dark Materials
it.
early going, a show we did not stick with. That's a show that just wrapped its second season last year. The Nevers, as far as we know, there's more episodes coming because they didn't get to finish this first batch due to obvious COVID delays. But 6 episodes coming for now, 5 more. But yeah, I agree. Like the powers and stuff. I was just wondering, like, well, what are we going for with this show? Right? You're set Victorian England, all these, captivating women with various levels of powers, some kind of X-Men shit going on, avoiding that persecution of society. Meanwhile, we'll also see other parts of the society. It's like there might be good bones to interesting TV here, but it just feels like it's like a big blob right now after one
Hmm.
episode. And you have to really be invested in this kind of genre storytelling, I think, to want to push through it from what I've seen.
Yeah, I you asked me before we started recording if this is a show that we might not actually get to the end of, and I gave up on his Dark Materials. And you stuck with it, so kudos to you.
I
I
actually wanted to stick with it and haven't done that yet. So I've
uh,
only seen the first episode as well.
oh, so we both gave up on it. And that this does feel like it's in that range. I'll probably give it another episode or two. But there's just a lot here, and I don't know if any of it feels worthwhile. I feel kind of bad for Philippa Gossett. Like what a thankless role to be in, having to come in and like clean this mess up, man.
It's like the coach of the Houston Rockets right now.
I don't even know who it is.
Yeah, I forget his name. First year in the job was like you just inherit a big mess, right?
Yeah.
I mean, as far as the acting, I actually found Anna Skelly to be quite charming. She's the one who can see
Hmm.
electricity and seems to just be able to invent cool like steampunk things.
Yeah.
It's like she's just charming because she kind of reminds me of Saoirse Ronan because she's Irish. It's a very simple
Yeah.
appeal, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Oh, I also just wanted to say I thought the superpower where the girl can just sing and do stuff. I hated that. I don't know why. Just something about it just seems so corny to me. I was like, okay.
Mhm,
Also, seeing the scene where they all become touched is how they put it, which is also like gotta think
mhm.
of another way to put it after all the stuff with Joss Whedon.
Oh, that's
Um,
Jesus, yeah.
yeah. That was interesting to me because it's got like that fish thing in the sky and then no one remembers it. But I don't know. Like it just doesn't feel like enough to warrant keeping going. So we'll see. Anyways, the Nevers on HBO. Check it out or don't.